Welcome back to Trans Literature. This week, we're going to be discussing the book Redefining Realness by Janet Mock. Within transgender media and within transgender literature, and beyond that, within the wider public, transgender stories often do not pay adequate attention to the stories of trans women of color, who are often the most targeted for violence and exploitation. And for these reasons and more, Janet Mock's story is absolutely essential and really important for people to be reaching out for today and to be picking up and reading. This is Mock's first memoir in a series that she's written. Mock is a very excellent writer who's written for a variety of journalistic publications, as well as now moved into directing. This first book tells the story of Janet Mock's early life, growing up on Hawaii and then on the mainland as a Black transgender girl who grows into a Black transgender woman. She tells the story of her youth and how she worked hard to articulate herself and to come into her own reflection on her gender identity and her sexuality, causing conflict and misunderstandings with her father, who is a figure throughout the book that she very much has an evolving relationship with, but who in one dramatic moment cuts off her beautiful hair as a way to try and put her back into this category of male that he wants to put her into. Part of Janet Mock's story is to tell her work when she was on the streets and the ways in which the police would often be in proximity with her, but would be unwilling or unable to protect her, and how she balances this work, which she uses to help take care of herself and her family, while she's also working hard to get good grades in school, which would provide for her the many of the markers of success that would help segue her into a career as a journalist. In my class, we talk about multiple sections of this book. We talk about the way Janet Mock talks about intersectionality, the way in which gender as a discourse and identity is inextricable from our conversations around race and class, different access and privileges to different types of healthcare. On a scale of 5, I would give Janet Mock's Redefining Realness high. I would give it a 4.5. This book is really, I say, essential reading for people who are invested in doing work in the transgender community, who want to think more complexly about identity, about social background and privilege, who want to think about all the costs and work that go into transitioning, personal, financial, and otherwise. And it really is a text that I've used again and again in my own teaching. So it ranks high in my system. I encourage all of you to keep on reading. Check out Redefining Realness, listen to the audiobook, pick up a physical copy, share it with friends, and just keep on reading. Take care.